Are you looking for a new job or want a career change? Look no further than Monster.com. Need a little help standing out? Our expert resume writing services will make sure you shine. Want to brush up on your interview skills? Engage with our AI interview prep tool. Want some advice on negotiating your new salary? Visit our salary tools and extensive library of career advice articles, and you'll have all the tips and tricks you'll need to succeed. Visit Monster.com today and take the first step towards your career. Monster.com. Find your right job fit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the introduction to our new podcast, True Crime All the Time Unsolved. Many of you may know us. I'm Mike Ferguson. I've got my partner, Mike Gibson, a.k.a. Gibby. Say hi, Gibby.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
So we made the announcement on our regular podcast, True Crime All the Time, that we're going to do a spinoff called True Crime All the Time Unsolved. And we're going to keep the two separate. And so this podcast will only cover unsolved cases.
Right.
But basically, Gibbs, in our discussion, same format. You could hear very similar music. We just chose a little jazzier version of it.
That's right. A little more upbeat.
Little bit.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, it's going to be, like Mike said, everything's staying the same, except these will be unsolved cases. From the biggest ones, like, who's the biggest one in your mind?
My favorite is Zodiac.
The Zodiac, to the small, lesser unknown ones. This will give everybody additional podcasts to listen to help out with your commute, help out when you're at work and having a long day, or even when you're just at home. So it will be just as informative, and I really think that everybody will like it as much as they like our other one. So I hope that you're listening to both. Along with that, I hope that you're listening to our newer podcast on True Crime All the Time, where we are having a listener jump in, and that's actually called the
Listener Hometown
episode of crimes.
And actually, not to cut you off, but we may do some of that on here.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing.
Because I've had a lot of interaction on Facebook and Twitter about folks that wanted to do the listener hometown, but the case that they have is unsolved.
Still open case. So
right.
And I think we would have more of those on the unsolved versus, the solved cases. So I think it's going to be a great podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it's a way for us to, one of the biggest things that I hear is, why can't you put out more episodes?
Right.
I get that all the time, because right now we're putting out one a week on Sunday on True Crime All the Time. We've started, just now we're trying out this new Listener Hometown episode, which will drop midweek, probably Wednesday timeframe.
Right.
But this gives us a vehicle to put another episode out per week, probably on Sunday as well.
Right.
So we're trying to give the fans what they want. They're asking for more. We're trying to do more, and hopefully you like it. It's going to be the same exact format, like we said. So if you like our other podcast, please subscribe. Now, the one thing that we're not going to do is create a whole nother website and a whole nother Facebook page. I'll probably just do another page on our existing website, True Crime All the Time. But all the contact information and all of our social media, we're just going to use the same as we do. So
I mean, give us some feedback. When you hear this introduction, shoot Mike or me something on Twitter or something on Instagram or Facebook and let us know are you excited about this? And what are some of your favorite unsolved that you hope that we cover?
Yeah, a good point about that is, when we started True Crime All the Time, I have a list a mile long, right, of cases that I want to cover, from we call the big timers, your Dahmers, your Gacy's, right, all of those. And since we've started, that list has tripled.
Oh yeah.
Just from listener feedback, people sending in, this would be a great case. And so I research it and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that would be a great case. So exactly. I put that on the list. I assume the same thing's going to happen here, where, we're going to sit down, we're going to make a list of, the unsolved crimes, and we're going to continually get feedback of people saying, hey, this one you may never have heard of. And chances are we probably may not have. So like Gibby said, send them in. But the most important thing is give it a listen, subscribe, rate us on iTunes, just, exactly like you've done for us with True Crime All the Time. And we'll put out the best possible product that we can, like we have been.
I mean, if you like True Crime All the Time, our normal podcast, you're going to love this one just as much. If you don't like True Crime All the Time, you're still going to love this one. So
you'll love this one anyway. No.
That's right.
So I guess the last thing to say is, this is technically another podcast. So it has been submitted to iTunes for inclusion. That's part of the process that you have to go through. And today is Sunday the 15th when we're recording this. So I'm assuming by Wednesday it will be available in iTunes and on Android, Stitcher, Google Play,
right?
All those same places where True Crime All the Time is available. And actually, we're even using the same logo for the iTunes art. All we're doing is adding an unsolved stamp across the clock. So it should look very familiar, but you should be able to differentiate between the two.
Find it, subscribe, and love it.
All right, that's it for us, and we'll get started working on the first episode. Thanks a lot.
Life can be chaotic. If you're running a retail business, don't let disorganized order fulfillment add to the chaos. Use ShipStation instead. With ShipStation, you never have to worry about shipping and fulfillment again. Whether you're running a business out of your garage or you have multiple warehouses, ShipStation is ideal for every phase of your business's growth. Save time with one login for all your stores and by automating repetitive tasks. Plus, you'll save money with the best shipping rates from global carriers. ShipStation's industry-leading features help you deliver a better customer experience. They'll get accurate and faster shipments along with automated tracking updates with your branding. And with up to 88% off UPS and USPS rates and up to 90% off FedEx rates, ShipStation is the fastest and most affordable way to ship. Calm the chaos. Switch to ShipStation today. Start a free trial at shipstation.com/audio. That's shipstation.com/audio.